To increase your confidence and ability to communicate at a higher level takes practice and a larger and more complex vocabulary of advanced words that have great meaning and can be fun to learn and use. By learning how to use just 3 new words each week, along with their definitions, proper usage, synonyms, antonyms, and variations will quickly help you improve your correct use of each of them. To easily remember the new words well into the future takes practice, so make sure to use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. This week's words are incomprehensible, repulsive, and ambiguous. Make sure to watch until the end of this video for this week's unique and original fun tongue twister American English practice sentence with words that start with the letter B. The first word you can learn how to use this week is incomprehensible. 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 A basic definition of incomprehensible is when something is impossible to comprehend or understand. Examples of incomprehensible as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. His speech was an incomprehensible disaster that caused more confusion and guessing to what he really meant. The teacher shook her head in disbelief after trying to read the student's incomprehensible writing. The universe is filled with incomprehensible mysteries just waiting to be discovered. There are many synonyms or similar words for incomprehensible. Some of these synonyms are unclear, complicated, baffling, cryptic, unintelligible, and perplexing. There are also many antonyms or opposites for incomprehensible. Some of these antonyms are clear, logical, simple, plain, intelligible, and understandable. Other word forms from incomprehensible are incomprehensibly and incomprehension. When incomprehension, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. After a few seconds of shock from the incomprehension of what they just heard, the reporters took another approach at trying to get answers on what really happened. The reaction of millions of people was one of complete incomprehension of what they saw and heard the politician try to say. When incomprehensibly an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The politician often gets the issues, dates, and names so mixed up that he incomprehensibly butchers his speeches. She was so frustrated and upset at having to deal with the aggressive reporters that she spoke as incomprehensibly as her boss did to avoid answering their questions. The second word to learn to use this week is repulsive. 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 A basic definition of repulsive is when something causes a very unpleasant feeling or a strong dislike or disgust for something. Examples of repulsive as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. The repulsive smell from the rotting garbage was made worse by the heat. She was so upset at his repulsive words, she deleted and blocked his number from her phone. There are certain rude habits some people have that many people find repulsive. There are many synonyms or similar words for repulsive. Some of these synonyms are gross, awful, disgusting, obnoxious, offensive, and abhorrent. There are also many antonyms or opposites for repulsive. Some of these antonyms are nice, good, lovely, delightful, appealing, and pleasant. Other word forms from repulsive are repulsively, repulse, and repulsion. When repulsion, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. Her feelings of repulsion towards him changed after she sat down and had a conversation with him to find out that he was nothing like the news opinionators talked about. Magnets can be used to clearly show the forces of attraction and repulsion. When repulse, a verb, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The sight of certain foods can repulse people who believe in different ways to eat healthy. Why do people watch certain movies that both attract and repulse them? When repulsively an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The puppies of some dog breeds are repulsively ugly, but that's what makes them even more attractive to some dog lovers. The disease can cause repulsively ugly skin inflammation that is painful, and luckily it's easily treatable. The third word you can learn to use this week is ambiguous. 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 A basic definition of ambiguous is something that is not clearly defined or that can be understood in more than one way by having different meanings. Examples of ambiguous as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. His account of what happened was ambiguous on purpose to confuse and distract from what really happened. Her role has always been ambiguous to allow her the freedom to learn everything she could about the company before taking over as CEO. The committee was upset due to the ambiguous survey results that did not show which issue to support. There are many synonyms or similar words for ambiguous. Some of these synonyms are unclear, uncertain, vague, inconclusive, hazy, and questionable. There are also many antonyms or opposites for ambiguous. Some of these antonyms are clear, certain, convinced, explicit, specific, and obvious. Other word forms from ambiguous are ambiguously and ambiguity. When ambiguity, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The use of ambiguity in reporting these days seems to be the new normal. To write a more effective proposal, make sure to remove all ambiguity and wordiness. When ambiguously, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The statement was ambiguously worded to stall the reporters who demanded the facts that were not yet available. If you want to get out of a conversation at a party without being rude, just start speaking ambiguously about whatever. To combine all three words, incomprehensible, repulsive, and ambiguous, into one sentence sounds like this. If you don't want to be repulsive to others, do not speak in ambiguous statements that will be taken as incomprehensible utterings of nonsense. To improve on your correct use of any new words, make sure to use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. If you found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to show your support. Ding that notification bell to be alerted when the next video with new words is released, and share this video with your friends so you have someone to practice with in increasing your vocabulary and communication skills. Here's this week's unique, fun, and original tongue twister American English practice sentence that will help improve pronunciation, articulation, and fluency in your speech. Boring blatant books, blasting biologists' beliefs, bewildered backpackers, baffled buffoons, belittled bureaucratic babysitters, benefiting badminton backstrokes by beleaguered bats. Have a blast with that one. And remember that my blatant goal is that your boundless success is the brilliant goal. I'll see you online soon.